Give me a second until it's
Testing
going.
on, right? Can you hear me?
Well, hang on, it's gonna.
Okay. That's really.
Okay, we are live, guys.
Okay, welcome for today's varsity game between your Northwood Timberwolves and the visiting University Trojans. Got that last one right. Just want to make sure. Okay, let's look around the infield and see who we got playing here today. Hey, at first base we got Ben Burkle. At second base it looks like Trevor Littlejohn to me. Eli Stewart's at shortstop. Darren Short at third. On the mound is Julian Tristan. Thomas Lee is catching. In left field I believe we have Tom McCarty. In center field we have...
Leading off for the Uni Trojans, the second baseman, number 5, John Rizzo.
Center field we have... Who's in center field? That's
Carlosby.
No,
Center field is Connor Vasicki.
Center field.
Connor Vasicki.
And in right field we have Paul. Here's the pitch. There's the ball just outside. Counts 1-0, the leadoff hitter for University.
Go defense!
And the pitch. That ball's on the corner, outside. Strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Count is now 1-1. And there's a fastball fouled straight back. The count is 1-2.
Jack, this is the second time that these teams have met. The first time was March 16th when Northwood came out victorious 3-1 over Uni.
Okay. There's a ball outside and low. That looked like a changeup. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Northwood looking for their second straight against Uni today. They got Julian Tristan on the mound. And there's a strike taken from the inside corner.
Way to go, Julian!
Struck him out looking.
Now batting the catcher, number 3, Kahi Rodriguez.
The catcher's up. His name's Connie Rodriguez, number 3.
It did, but
With 1 out here in the top of the first. Tristan looks in from the windup and the pitch. That ball's fouled to off to the right. 1 strike. Tristan has come out throwing strikes here today.
Jack, going into today's game, Uni has a overall record of 10-7, and they're 2-5 in league. Northwood is 14-4 and 4-3 in league.
Okay, excellent research staff here. Northwood, and there's the curveball, and that was nasty.
Way to go, 3-7!
It's way out front, and the count now is 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. High and outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out here. And the top of the first, just getting things off today. Tristan looks in, and the 1-2 pitch. It's a breaking pitch, and it's a nasty one. He swung at that one and missed, and that's the second strikeout.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 4, David Shlomovitz.
David Shlomovitz, the designated hitter today. I remember David. He was a lefty who pitched last year.
David pitched the first game against us, did very well, and we beat them 3-1. But he pitched really well.
There's a ball that's just a little bit outside.
We'll probably see David pitching on Friday.
The count is now 1 ball and no strikes. And here's the pitch. That ball's hammered to deep center field, but underneath it is Connor Vasicki for the 3rd out.
Way to go, Connor!
Going into the bottom of the first, score, Uni, nothing, Northwood coming to bat.
Tristan made quick work of the Uni offense there. And here comes the Northwood offense to the plate. Okay, this thing. I think I should have it like that, and I should lean forward. Let me turn my cell phone.
Are you on mute?
Yeah, I'm on mute now.
What? I'm not sure what the heck here.
Yeah, I have no idea if anybody listened to me, but I'm having fun.
And that's all it counts.
Exactly.
Georgia Tech.
I could put it on regular if you want. I just turned it off.
Yeah, turn it on just to see if I can understand. I thought you were...
I'm on now. I'm off now.
See, it's still going. So I don't have the right mic connected here. I mean, it's going to get picked up by that one too, but where the heck is this mic? It is plugged in, right?
That's a good question.
It's plugged in.
Well, if I turn it on and off and it's actually connected to something, it should work, right?
Let's do that one.
Well, if this mic's not connected, they're going to keep saying, "Who's he talking to? Who's Jack?"
Did he pitch? Someone pitched against us. Someone came in the relief last time we played them. I don't know if it was him or not. But some pitcher came in the relief. And I don't remember if it was him or not. No, I don't have years. I don't have years.
Test, test.
Yes, it's on there.
Leading off for Northwood, the shortstop, number 2, Eli Stewart.
Okay, coming to the plate now is Eli Stewart. He's the shortstop and leadoff hitter today for Northwood here in the bottom of the first.
You might do a shut off.
I'm just trying to see if it's really on. Just leave it on. Go, Eli!
Can you call someone who's going to be listening to see if they can tell us what's going on?
And here's the windup and the first pitch. That ball is low and outside. The count is now 1 ball and no strikes. Pitcher looks in from the windup and the pitch. It hits Eli, who doesn't move. He wasn't afraid of that 62-mile.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Darren Shorter.
Darren Shorter's coming up. He's the third baseman, hitting in the 2-hole here. As Eli takes one for the team and goes down to first base.
Let's go, Jared!
Third baseman's way in on the grass, expecting a bunt. I'm thinking there could be one. From the stretch, the pitcher looks over. Eli's got a good lead. And here's the pitch. He squares and pulls back, and that's a strike right down the middle. Darren Shorter steps back in. Pitcher looks over to first base. Eli's got his lead. Pitcher comes home, and that ball's hit up the middle. That's a double play ball. But the ball's thrown over the first baseman's head.
Coach is out arguing, saying that the runner illegally slid.
Umpires aren't going to talk about this. They may call runner's interference here, and that would be a double play. Well, that would be 2 outs. It was a tailor-made double play ball. Hit straight up the middle. Shortstop stepped on second base, went to throw to first, and it was a crazy throw. So we'll see. I don't think he slid. Did he slide?
I don't think he got close enough to the base to slide.
Probably didn't get close enough to the base, so he probably doesn't have to do that. Okay, they call him safe at first. Okay, the university coach is pretty upset. The good news is that the coach in his argument is using the umpire's first name.
Now batting, number 37, Julian Tristan.
There are no bad names.
for us, isn't it?
Well, I think that's good news because it's showing sportsmanship.
Bad news for us that they like.
No foul language here at Northwood.
Let's go 3-7!
That's why it was only a warning.
Okay, Julian steps in. And Darren Shorter's now on first. He's got quite a bit of speed. And Julian's got quite the bat. So let's see what happens here. From the stretch. Pitcher looks over. And he is going. But he stops and holds. It's a curveball high. Counts now 1 ball and no strikes. Had a little bit of fireworks here early.
Jack, ask him if they can hear us to text me.
Jack, can you hear me? We don't know if anybody can hear us. If you can hear us, and that's a strike on the inside part of the plate. If you can hear us, please text Sue. Okay? Because we're not sure about the technical equipment, and we might be talking to ourselves.
That's no fun.
And that ball's low and away. The count's now 2-1. You know what? Am I able to put it on straight on my phone? Listen.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I can certainly do that, too. I'll do that. I got one right here.
Here's the 2-1 stretch and pitch. Ball's outside. Count is now 3-1. Yeah.
Oh, good. Turn it off so you don't get the feedback.
Okay.
Let's go, Julian!
Hear me? Here's the 3-1 stretch and the delivery.
Oh, walking.
And he walks. We now have runners on.
Let's go, McCarty!
First.
Now batting, number 19, Tom McCarty.
Tom McCarty coming to the plate. Tom's a cleanup hitter today.
Walk-up music, you're not able to do all that. Oh, are you able to do that?
Yeah, you just have to give me
We'll get with it on the music.
Okay, no, I thought maybe, you're so occupied doing this thing.
It is hard, but
I know it is. I realize it is.
no, I know.
There's a lot of stuff
Okay,
going
Tom
on.
McCarty's up. Runners on first and second with 1 out here. That's some early controversy here.
Thank you for the reminder.
From the stretch and the pitch. It's a breaking pitch on the inside corner. He brought that one back over the plate, and the count is now no balls and 1 strike with 1 out here. Northwood's got a bit of a threat going here. And their cleanup hitter at the plate. From the stretch, he looks back at second. And the 0-1 pitch is outside and low. Count is now 1-1 to Tom McCarty.
Hey, we're in purple. We're in purple. Look.
Okay, they're going to get a new baseball. That last baseball had hit written all over it, so they throw it out and get a new one. The 1-1 pitch is on its way. It's a breaking pitch, and it hits him in the back. And that's a second runner on a hit pitch.
Now batting, number 46, Thomas Lee.
We now have bases loaded with Thomas Lee, the catcher and 5-hole hitter coming up. And he's got some ducks on the pond.
Quack, quack. They don't have any league games this week. They played when we were on break for an hour. They did not play.
Okay, here comes Thomas Lee. This guy floats one over. We might see one in the gap here, folks.
Yeah,
And that would be fun.
For whatever reason, I don't know why, but yeah.
Tom's got a new wag thing going with the bat. There's the pitch, and it's outside and low.
They were two games.
He holds. Pretty good play by the catcher to keep it around the plate. And the count is now 1-0 with 1 out, and the base is full.
Let's go 4-6!
This is Northwood's chance to put up a punch on the board and really get off to a good start.
From the stretch. And the 1-0 pitch. And he pops that one up. That ball was a good pitch to hit. That's an infield fly rule called by the umpire, and that's the second out.
Now batting,
Ben
first
Burkle's
baseman,
coming up.
number 20, Ben Burkle.
Burkle's got some RBIs out there. I know his mom's not nervous at all here.
She's too busy.
She's too busy with all this equipment.
She probably doesn't even know that her son is up.
Okay, Ben steps in. Ben's playing first base today. There's 2 outs here. Base is full with a pitch. And that's down the right field wall. Look at Ben Burkle run! Oh, I thought he could have had it.
Way to go, Ben!
Batting the second baseman, number 1, Trevor Littlejohn.
3 RBIs and 3 runs on the board here in the bottom of the first inning. I thought Ben was a threat for a triple, but I saw him pulling into second right as he rounded first base.
He's got West genes, poor boy. He can't run.
He runs like Jeffrey Pine.
You got 3 on board right now.
Let's go, Trevor!
Trevor Littlejohn's up. The runner on second and 2 outs. And that's a strike on the outside corner. There's no balls and 1 strike with 2 outs here. Ben Burkle came through there with 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
That ball must have been fair by about a foot, right down the line.
Oh, that's in the hole. Trevor's running. There's for the first. He's going to beat that out. So that's a base hit for Trevor Littlejohn, showing some wheels.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 23, Connor Visicki.
We now have runners
Let's
on.
go, Connor!
We now have runners on first and third with 2 outs here. With Northwood up 3-0 in the bottom of the first. And center fielder Connor Visicki is up.
Connor's been out of the starting lineup for a while. This is his chance to show the coach that he made a mistake and he should be in.
Good point, good point. That ball's inside. The count is now 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, it looks like there's been a few switches in the lineup today. And so far they're coming through. From the stretch. And the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little surprised the runner at first isn't going. It's a lot of... From the stretch. And the pitch. It's a curveball, and that's on the outside corner.
You got this, Connor!
The count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Connor Visicki, center fielder.
I don't think the coach wants to take a chance with Ben Burkle at third to try to do something with having Ben running and maybe getting hurt again.
Good point. And there's a curveball, and that's...
All right, let's go, Connor!
Hit into left field, and Connor has a hit and an RBI.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 7, Carl Espy.
Go, Carl!
Let me tell you, the substitutions today are coming up grand. As Northwood gets out to a quick 4-0 lead, with Julian Tristan pitching, that may be all you need. Here goes Carl Espy. He's playing right field today. And he's the number 9 ball hitter. Looks like we already got Eli Stewart on deck. And that's a strike on the outside corner. There's a 65-mile-an-hour fastball. Got the radar gun on that one. From the stretch. And the pitch. That's a curveball. And oh. Okay, that almost hit him. I think old Carl's got to just take that one in the shoulder next time. Could have been the 3rd one of the inning. We now have a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Runners on first and second. And 2 outs here. From the stretch and the pitch. That ball is low and away. Nice play by the catcher. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Carl's got a lot of speed, so if he gets one on the ground here, somewhere, might be able to beat it out if they throw it first. Or if there's a bobble. And that ball's in the dirt, a 3-1 count to Carl Espy. Pitcher's had a tough time today. Been some hit batters and some walks. And then some timely hits.
Let's go, 7! Let's go, Carl!
Here's a 3-1 stretch. And the pitch. And that ball's fouled off. That ball was on the inside part of the plate. Count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The runners will be off. Saw Trevor Littlejohn reminding Connor Desicky of this. And so they'll get a good start here. Anything to the outfield. 1 run scores, maybe something in the gap. Definitely 2. There they go. And that ball's hammered, dropped by the third baseman who throws to first, and he gets him.
Nice inning, guys.
Third out.
Northwood comes up with 4, and going to the top of the second, the score is Northwood 4, Uni nothing.
Heading to the top of the second, the score is Northwood 4, Uni 0. Okay, that was a good start. Oh yeah. See, I don't think Stewart was happy with the offense in that last game. He made some changes this game, right?
He certainly did.
And they came through, right? Connor didn't start. Ben didn't start. Well, Ben was in the game, but he didn't hit. And today he said, you know what, I'm going to do something different. He seemed to do more of that last year. Guys were in and out all over the place. I've been watching the same kids play all the time. I don't know if he was doing that over that spring break thing. Probably subbed all kinds of kids then. My son, you saw, he's going to Occidental. Yeah, we're happy. He made a choice. And he's going to get to play water polo there.
Nice.
He's talked to the coach. The coach here.
Kyle Kimmy knows him. Right.
Well, they both played at Chapman.
That's awesome.
So the head coach here at Chapman, so yeah, he's happy about that. That's not the reason he's going. Well, that may be one of the reasons. I don't know.
Leading off the top of the second for Uni, the third baseman, number 11, Nick Wetzel.
Okay, Nick Wetzel's up, leading off the top of the second for University. Facing Joe Kristen, who dusted him off 1, 2, 3. So he's the cleanup hitter now. And that ball went behind him, but it actually ticked him. So Julian starts off a little wild with the first pitch.
Now batting the right fielder, number 16, Adam Barnett.
We've had a series of batters hit. You wonder if that was a message pitch. What do you think, Randy? Huh?
Well, I think it could have been.
Yeah, you hit a couple of horns.
I don't think I've seen Julian throw a fastball behind him.
No, it doesn't sound like it at all. His fastball hurt. There's a ground ball foul into the Northwood dugout. Some quick reactions down there. And there is no ball and 1 strike with nobody out. A runner on first base here at the top of the second. With your Northwood Timberwolves up 4-0 from the stretch. Looks over. And he comes home. Here's a breaking pitch, and it just misses the inside corner as the batter was actually ducking. You now have a 1 ball and 1 strike count. Might throw another one of those breaking pitches. He didn't look ready for that at all. But he blows the fastball by him there.
Nice.
Anyway, so the count is now 1 ball and 2
Just like that, Julian.
Runner on first here. Julian looks over to first and comes home. Here's that breaking pitch, and it's popped up. Will it stay fair? It looks like it will. Darren Shorter's over there.
Yeah, Darren! Woo!
And I'm not sure what's going on there.
Something is.
He's getting coached.
Now batting the center fielder, number 6, Jake Rome.
Darren was having a conversation with the dugout and forgot that there was actually a runner on base. And he almost took off on a tag up. In any event, he didn't.
Did you see the battle?
I did.
And there's a strike.
Your mom and dad are watching.
The count is now no balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Hi, Mom and Pop.
In red and PA.
Purple.
Oh yeah, just like that, Julian.
Haven't seen Ben Burkle with his bases clearing triple. Oh no, it was only a double. I'm sorry. We thought it was going to be a triple off of that. But we didn't want to stretch that hamstring out and have any problems there. There's a break.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was so...
Must have been inside.
I could even see that break. When you guys can tell the pitches apart, it's amazing.
Count is now
You ready, defense?
2 strikes with 1 out here. And the pitch. And he swings and misses. That's strike 3.
Now batting the left fielder, number 25, Jackson Munoz.
Jackson Munoz is the left fielder. I remember this kid when he was 6. I remember many of these kids hitting off of machine pitch on the right. Okay, here's the pitch. And he fouls that one off on the right side, and that's strike 1 with 2 outs here. Doesn't look like it. Didn't have a dull sound, I will admit. Okay. Kristen with the pitch. And there's a chopper out to Eli Stewart. He fields. He's going to throw to first, and he's got him. And that's the third inning. Heading to the bottom of the
After 1.5 innings of play, Northwood 4, Uni nothing.
In favor of Northwood.
Isn't that the bizarrest thing when Schroeder caught the ball over there?
It was.
Decides to have
Really strange.
and he's having a conversation with the dugout while the play's still live.
He's not even looking at the.
That kid should have been standing on second
Really
base.
strange. That was really strange.
So he catches a pop-up over here.
Yeah.
Then he turns and he's having a conversation with the dugout. Total back turn. The kid at first is already tugged up and is kind of halfway to second and decides not to run. Oh, they've already taken this. I remember this kid. You know, I remember this kid from last year. I was talking about the 50-mile-an-hour fastballs. He struggled. Steve's had so in fact, I'm going to bet. He's very good. I'm going to bet that this is the kid who gave up a home run last year to both Dylan Gonzalez and Jeffrey. They both hit him off a lefty. This kind of looks like it, buddy. He's real soft.
Yeah. Pulled up and standing up there with
Got there just in time.
when I got here. Eli was on first.
Oh, okay. So you saw they thought it was interference on the.
I didn't see that. I must have been.
I didn't see it anyway,
Okay.
but you didn't.
Coming into pitch for the Uni Trojans, number 2, Ryan Miller. And now batting, leading off the bottom of the second for Northwood, the shortstop, number 2, Eli Stewart.
Okay, Eli Stewart's going to lead off the bottom of the second. He led off the bottom of the first. So if we keep doing this all game, he'll be leading off the bottom of the sixth. And the windup and the pitch. And he floats one in there. That's a ball outside. The count is now 1-0. We have a new pitcher already. He's a fireballer. And the 1-0 pitch is low and in the dirt. And the ball almost reached the plate. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. That ball's fouled off on the right side.
Sometimes these guys are the hardest to hit because their timings.
Okay, the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike to Eli Stewart. And the pitch. That ball's high and outside. The count is now 3 balls and 1 strike.
Let's go, Eli!
Eli's going to be wanting to swing if he gets something in here. And that wasn't it, but he hits a chopper slow to shortstop and charges and throws. And he's safe.
Oh, yeah! Woo!
for a hit. That was a slow chopper.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 6, Darren Shorter.
Darren Shorter's now up. Darren hit the chopper up at the plate last time. It should have been a double play, but the shortstop overthrew first base. And I guess the head coach was upset about a possible runner's interference call. That's all we can fathom here.
Jack, baseball's a funny game. If they get that double play, which they should have, that was an easy double play, Northwood probably scores nothing in the first inning.
You are correct. You are correct.
And I think that's something that their coach is going to be thinking about for a long time.
And I don't think it had anything to do with runner's interference either. Because you made a good point. The runner wasn't even halfway there.
I agree. I mean, if the runner is halfway in the zone just standing there, the fielder's got to throw the ball right through that runner.
And here's the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Hits him. That's about the third hit batter. And
now batting, the pitcher, number 37, Julian Tristan.
Now we have first and second. And these are the kind of pitches you like to get hit by because they don't hurt. These things are floating in. God, they must be floating in at 50 miles an hour, if that. I think I throw tennis balls at Angel Stadium in that machine faster than that. And I'm 55 with a rotator cuff issue. Okay, here we go. From the stretch. And the pitch. And he floats one outside. And I mean outside. The count is now 1-0. Okay, take advantage of this. I think they're saving their best pitcher for Friday, it looks like to me. Going with the bullpen strategy here. From the stretch. And the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be high and outside. The count is now 2-0. Julian's eyes are lit up here with a 2-0 count and some runners on. And the pitch. Oh, and that was right down the middle. And he swung through that one. Might have been a little bit earlier. You really got to wait on this guy. It's hard to do. Easy to say, hard to do. 2-1. From the stretch, he looks back at second. And the pitch. And that's going to float outside. The count is now 3-1.
Ryan Miller is digging himself a hole here.
Gets his sign. Looks in with a 3-1 pitch. And Julian fouls that one off on the right side. That pitch was off on the outside corner, outside part of the plate. A well-placed pitch by the pitcher. Lefty Ryan Miller, I'm being told. Okay, you got a full count. Tristan's just got to stay back on this pitch and drive it. It's hard to do. And the pitch. He floats that one outside and he walks up.
I think he walked last time, didn't he?
Now batting, number 19, Tom McCarty.
Tom McCarty's up. And Tom's got the bases loaded.
Ryan Miller in a big, big jam. I don't know if he's going to be able to dig himself out of this one. There is some more action in the uni bullpen.
Let's go, 1-9.
Right-hander throwing.
From the stretch. Bases loaded and the pitch. And that thing floats on the inside of the part of the plate and is a strike. The count is now no balls and 1 strike to Tom McCarty, the cleanup hitter with the bases loaded, nobody out. And Northwood is already out to a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. From the stretch and the pitch. That's a curveball outside. The count is now 1-1. Sorry, I had a hiccup. This could be a break 'em open moment here. The count is 1-1. Pitch to McCarty, and he hammers that ball. Just foul.
Did you see Eli jump
He
over
almost
it?
hit Eli in the foot.
Way to go, Eli.
Good thing Eli was standing in foul territory because that ball was hammered just foul down the left field line. And the count is now 1-2 strikes. And again, the hitter's got to let the ball get deep here. You got to wait on that pitch a little bit. It's coming in awfully slow. The 1-2 count and the pitch. And he gets that one off the end of the bat. Infield fly rule's called, and that's an out. Caught by the first baseman.
Now batting the catcher, number 46, Thomas Lee.
So now there's one out with the bases packed. Could this be another Ben Burkle moment coming up here with 2 outs? We will see.
We'll take a Thomas Lee moment.
Okay, says Mom.
Let's go, Thomas!
And the ball's low and inside. The count is now 1-0. From the stretch. And the 1-0 pitch. And that ball's low and in the dirt. And the count is now 2-0. You got to resist the temptation here. You got to kind of stay back on the ball and go after one that's right in the box there. Don't get anxious on somebody throwing like this. And here's the 2-0 pitch. But that could have been a good one to attack.
I should have thought that he would be waiting, eyes light up for that one and go after it, but he didn't.
You got it, Thomas. Let's go.
Well, he's got a 2-1 count now.
Yeah, go,
That's a chopper out to shortstop. He fields. He throws across the diamond. And he does get him at first base. But he gets an RBI. And that's the second out of the inning. And the score
Now
is
batting,
now,
number 20, Ben Burkle.
score is now 5-0 with Ben Burkle up. Ben already has 3 RBIs in this game. And he's got 2 runners in scoring position.
That wasn't an easy play by the shortstop. He went a little into the hole. He didn't have his momentum going the way towards first, and showed a pretty strong arm by throwing out Thomas Lee on that one.
Swing and a miss by Burkle. Yeah, I think that I didn't see where the third baseman was, but he might have been able to go to either third or short. Might have been an easier play. But I don't know how they were covering. Swing and a miss. The count is now 0-2. Again, sometimes these guys are the hardest guys to hit. Kind of mess up your timing a little bit. Ben's now got an 0-2 count. Got to let that ball get deep and just make contact, and sometimes that's what works on this kind of a guy. And that's what he does here.
Oh my,
He
go,
hits
go, go.
another one
Go,
down
go,
the
go.
right field line,
Oh, don't.
but the right fielder made a nice play and makes the catch right down the line.
Northwood comes up with one more. Going into the top of the third, Northwood 5, Uni nothing.
Ben Burkle is peppering that right field line today, but that one, the right fielder came a long way to make that catch. And the score at the end of 2 is Northwood 5, University 0. Now to a commercial break.
Leading off the top of the third for Uni, the shortstop, number 20, Jackson Lobianco.
Okay, we got Jackson Lobianco up, and University High has some work cut out for him, and it's against Julian Tristan, who's been lights out for Northwood this year. I'm not sure what his record is, but my research staff will get on that. And the first pitch is a strike, a fastball down the middle. Count is now no balls and 1 strike.
I cannot help you with that, Jack. Sorry.
Okay, we'll Google that one. And there's a ground ball. Little John's all over it. Fields and throws to first, and that's the first out of the inning.
Way to go, gentlemen.
Now batting the first baseman, number 28, Cora Biasi.
Cora Biasi's up. So we're not sure what Julian Tristan's won-loss record is. It's probably pretty good. Has he lost a game this year? Anybody remember?
I don't think he has.
Yeah, he lost to Beckman.
He lost to Beckman. Okay, there you go.
What? We haven't played Beckman.
Yeah, you lost to him once.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we lost to Beckman once. He won all the others, though. Not all of them, but...
It was a home game, too. We lost at home.
That's right. It's
okay.
That's why
I told you my crack research staff was on this. And the count is now 1-1. And there's a swing and a miss. What was the final score of that game? Anybody recall?
I can look it up.
Okay, we're looking that score up for you. I'll bet you he didn't give up too many runs in that one. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Okay, and there's strike 3. Looking, that was a nasty breaking pitch.
Now batting the second baseman, number 5, John Rizzo.
John Rizzo's coming to the plate. I wonder if he's a member of the Rizzo family of Philadelphia, and their mayor, Frank Rizzo. He was a bit of a crazy guy, actually. In any event, Tristan looks in, and he throws a fastball right on the outside corner, belt high. Strike 1.
4-1.
Okay, Tristan lost that game 4-1. That was his only loss of the year. There's a breaking pitch, and that's a beauty. Right on the outside corner. We now have an 0-2 count. So Rizzo's not sure what to do. He's seen a fastball on the outside corner and a curveball on the outside corner. I'd be surprised if they broke him back something inside the plate. Nope, they're setting up outside again. And there's a fastball high and away. The count is now 1-2.
It's a good pitcher's pitch. Tried to get him to go out of the zone, but Rizzo wouldn't do it.
And here's the 1-2 pitch.
Yeah.
And that was a nasty breaking pitch and a half-hearted swing by Rizzo. The throw down first. The ball was
going into the bottom of the third.
And that's
score remains Northwood 5, Uni nothing.
Okay, we'll see you after this commercial break from the electric company. The electric company. Come on. I'm going to say this is the best Uni team I've watched, because I've watched them for 4 years, and I've never seen a close game. My mic's off.
When my son was in 2011, when he was a senior, they had a good team.
Oh, okay. Okay, he floats that one across. That was his power fastball, and it's now no balls and 1 strike. And here's the pitch. Oh, and that ball's hammered. But the center fielder's getting back. Nope. It's up against the wall.
Way to go, Trevor!
There goes little John. He's going to head to third. And there's the throw, and he's safe. Good backup by the pitcher. And that's going to be a triple. That ball carried quite a bit further than I thought.
Let's go, Connor.
Now batting, number 23, Connor Vasicki.
Okay, now we now have center fielder Connor Vasicki up. And he's got an RBI out there on third base.
The wind's kind of blowing out in that direction, and it just got caught up there and just took off.
And there's a strike. Count is now no balls and one strike to Connor Vasicki. And there's the pitch. That ball's in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. The count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Got a 1-1 pitch. And that ball's hit down the right field line, and that's going to land.
Way to go,
And that
Connor!
should be extra bases for Connor Vasicki, and he'll get an RBI, and it looks like he'll slide into second, and he's safe with a double. And the score is now 6-0
Now batting, number 7, Carl Espy.
in favor of Northwood with Carl Espy, the right fielder and number 9 hole hitter. Okay, Carl steps in. Pitcher gets his sign and delivers. And that ball's outside. The count is now 1 ball and no strike. And the 1-0 pitch. Oh, and that ball's hit hard. Nice. Oh! Off the shortstop's glove. That was a hard hit ball. And that'll be an error on the shortstop. But it was a tough backhanded play. And Carl Espy safe at first.
Now batting, number 2, Eli Stewart.
The 7th run of the game. And the score is now 7-0. With Eli Stewart coming up for his 3rd at bat in the game. And his mom comes over to take a picture.
Let's do it, Eli!
Jay Coaten. Going to get a picture of the mom taking a picture. From the stretch. And the pitch. And that ball's high. The count is now 1 ball and no strikes. From the stretch. And the pitch. And that ball's punched into right field. And the right fielder gets back and makes the catch. He punched that an awfully long way for just punching it.
Next up, number 6, Darren Shorter.
Darren Shorter's up. He's the 2-hole hitter playing third base today. And Carl Espy remains on first base. From the stretch. Looks over at first and throws that way. But Darren Shorter, who's a freshman, gets back. In case you were wondering that. Just starting out in his high school career this year. From the stretch. And the pitch. And that's on the outside corner. And that's a strike. No balls and 1 strike. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitcher looks in. And the pitch. And that's in the dirt. And there goes Espy. He runs in a good throw. And he is out at second base. Nice play by the catcher. He blocked the ball, saw that Espy was running, and gunned him out. So that'll be the 2nd out of the inning.
Let's go, Darren.
We think the count is actually 1 ball and 1 strike. With nobody on now. And the pitch. And that ball's hit hard. But the second baseman is over there, makes the play, and throws him out of first. So that's the end of the 3rd inning with the score Northwood 7. And
After 3
University
complete,
0.
score Northwood 7, Uni nothing.
So my wife
Really,
is,
huh?
yeah, it's ridiculous. And we get a shortage of doctors, and we can't.
It's the wrong attitude. Let's go, Julian!
And here's the pitch, and that's a strike. Wrong attitude for me, or?
No, for the medical,
no.
for college
Yeah,
to
that's
say
what I think.
that the field needs to be so dang narrow.
It's ridiculous. And here's the pitch, and that ball's fouled off. You know, I found out that the field is that darn narrow trying to get into college.
Right.
I mean,
And once you're in,
he was applying to computer science, Justin. He had a 1530 on his SAT. He couldn't get into some of these better schools. Couldn't get in. I'm like, what does it take? Okay, I'm back. And there's the 0-2 pitch, and there's a ground ball to the second baseman, Little John. He fields, throws to first, and that will be an out. Nice play by Trevor Littlejohn.
Now batting for Uni, the designated hitter, number 4, David Shlomovitz.
Very competitive. You know, when you want to apply, one thing Justin says, maybe I should apply it on the side. I said, no, then they won't let you in the major. Because you got to transfer in.
better to get in.
Yeah, get in your major somewhere and then worry about it. Okay, one out here. Here's a pitch from Tristan. And he's been humming strikes today, but that's a ball, just as I said that. He took a little off that pitch, and it was a little low. Tristan looks in. And the 1-0 pitch. And there's a swing, or a check swing, but it's a strike anyway. Count is now 1-1. I think that was also some type of off-speed pitch. It looks like a straight change to me.
I think you're right. His change drops a lot.
I'm seeing a lot more of that pitch than I did early in the season. He seemed to use his fastball a lot and his breaking pitch. I'm seeing the change more. And there's a fastball. There's no question about that one. The count's 1-2. He's shaking off that sign. Let's see what he comes with. And he threw another one of those change-ups. Ben Burkle's going to take that himself, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 11, Nick Wetzel.
Nick Wetzel's up. He's the third baseman. And cleanup hitter here. We got 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. And the windup and the pitch. And that's a strike. Knee high on the outside part of the plate. The count is now no balls and 1 strike. From the windup, Tristan. Breaking pitch, swung on and missed. The count is now no balls and 2 strikes. Tristan looks in. The 0-2 pitch is low and away. The count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the windup and the pitch. It's fouled straight back. Wetzel stays in there. Hangs tough. With the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. For University here in the top of the 4th inning. Tristan looks in, and the 1-2 pitch. That ball's fouled straight back. Wetzel's hanging tough. That ball was hit right back at you, if you're watching.
Like a little earthquake.
Shook the fence with that one. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, it's chopped. Tristan off the mound. And that's going to be safe at first. I'm not sure how we're going to charge that
Rule
one.
that a hit. It's a tough play.
Tough play. We're going to call that a hit. Of course, we're not the official scorebook, but that's what
Now
I'm saying.
batting, the right fielder, number 16, Adam Barnett.
Let's go, Northwood!
Adam Barnett's up. Now, if he was throwing a no-hitter in this game, would you still call that a hit?
We'd have to change that.
And here's the pitch. And there's a chopper up the middle. And that's a base hit. Gets into center field. I think that was a tougher play than this one, so I'm giving that one a hit.
Let's go, Julian!
Now batting,
Let's go,
the
defense!
center fielder, number 6, Jake Rome.
Jake Rome's up, and he's playing center field, I think. And he has 2 runners on with 2 outs.
That last play, that chopper was a tough play for Eli.
No, chopper was a tough play for sure.
One of those do-or-die plays, and he didn't do.
And the pitch. It's a breaking pitch is outside. Count is now 1 ball and no strikes. Tristan's in his first inning of some trouble, but he does have 2 outs, and he can see his way out of this by getting this batter from the stretch. And the 1-0 pitch.
Yeah.
Fastball right
Nice.
by him. Counts now 1 ball and 1 strike. That was a high fastball. At the letters. Tristan looks in from the stretch, and the 1-1 pitch. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman. He fields, throws to first, and Julian Tristan gets out of the inning with the 3rd out, and no runs scored there.
Score going into the bottom of the 4th remains Northwood 7, Uni nothing.
All right. Okay, here we go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Julian Tristan's coming to the plate. This is Julian's 3rd time up, and he's got on base both times, I think, by a walk. And we have a new pitcher. He's a righty. He floats one in, and that's a ball.
Now pitching for Uni, number 15, Jose Rodriguez.
Jose Rodriguez is the pitcher's name. And Jose looks in, and he throws another pitch. And that one had a little heat on it. And there's 1 ball and 1 strike. First pitch was a change-up, and he came with the high heat there and got that one by Tristan. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he throws another off-speed pitch. I can't tell if it's a breaking pitch or not because I'm being blocked by the
Like a change.
straight
Looks
change.
like a straight change.
Okay, straight change. So the count's now 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's another one of those straight changes, and the count's now 3 balls and 1 strike. So one would think Julian's going to get a fastball here to hit, especially since University's down 7-0. They really can't afford to put more runners on. And here's the pitch. And he walked him. Count is
I think he's
now.
walked all 3 times.
Now batting, number 19, Tom McCarty.
I think he has walked all 3 times. Tom McCarty's up. Last time Tom had a weak pop-up to the first baseman with the bases loaded. But Thomas Lee drove in a run after that. And we have a pinch runner, number 27. Who's number 27?
Pinch running for Julian Tristan, number 27, Nick Davis.
Nick Davis. Okay, we have a Nick Davis sighting here. Okay. And there's a line drive, and that's out to right field.
Way to go,
Right
Tom!
fielder drifts over and makes the catch. That was a hard hit ball on the line, but good play by the right fielder.
Now batting, number 46, Thomas Lee.
We now have one out with the runner remaining on first base. And the 5-hole hitter and catcher, Thomas Lee, up. Thomas had a good at bat last time. He hit a chopper on the infield and was able to drive in the run, even though it was a force out, I believe. And here's a pitch. And that's a off-speed pitch that's inside. Nick Davis takes his lead off first. Rodriguez comes straight up, and that's skied into the air. Who wants that one? The center fielder does. Makes the catch, and that'll be an out. There's now
Next
two
up,
outs.
number 20, Ben Burkle.
We have Ben Burkle up. Ben's been hitting that ball to right field today. He had a bases clearing double, and then almost had another hit down the right field line that would have drove in two, but the right fielder came all the way over to catch it. So this is Ben's third at bat. He's 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs and a double. And there's a breaking pitch that's a strike. The count is now, I think that was the first pitch he faced,
It was
right?
the first pitch.
So the count is really no balls and 1 strike. That ball's hammered. That's going to go over the wall.
Way to go, Ben!
And Ben's going to get his second double of the game. And Nick Davis pulls into third. And Ben Burkle's a hitting machine
Next up, the
today.
second baseman, Trevor Littlejohn.
Let's go, Trevor!
It's bringing good luck. Okay, there's 2 outs. And we got second and third here with Trevor Littlejohn up in a 7-0 game. But there's more trouble on the base paths as that ball floats in. This catcher's doing an excellent job blocking the ball today. He's not letting much get by him. He even blocked one earlier and threw a guy out at second base who tried to run on him. And the count is now 1 ball and no strikes to Trevor Littlejohn. Another pitch off speed. The count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. With 2 outs here, runners on second and third in the bottom of the 4th inning of a 7-0 game in favor of your Timberwolves. From the stretch. And the 1-1 pitch, it's low in the dirt. The count is now 2-1. From the
I
stretch.
suppose they could just be glasses, right?
And the 2-1. That ball's low and in the dirt. The count is now 3-1. Connor Vasicki's on deck. If Trevor Littlejohn gets on, he'll get up in this inning. Trevor Littlejohn
Just wondered.
sees a pitch and fouls it off. The count is now full.
Let's go, T!
2 outs. He had a pitch to hit on that one. Okay, we got full count with 2 outs here. Runners on second and third. Pitcher looks in. And that ball's fouled out of play.
Keep it alive,
John hangs tough. Sounds like that ball hit some metal. He won't use that ball again. Ben Burkle with a huge lead off second base. Just daring him to throw him out. And here's the pitch. And that's a chopper up the middle, and that's going to get through. And I think that's going to drive home 1. As the throw comes all the way in, misses the cutoff man, and that allows Littlejohn to move up to second base. That'll
Next
be the
up, the
8th
center
run
fielder,
of the
Connor
game,
Vasicki.
as Littlejohn gets an RBI there.
Yeah, he scored. The guy from third scored. Okay, we got 2 outs now. Again, we have runners at second and third with Connor Vasicki up. Connor's got some RBIs on there. He floats one of those breaking pitches in, and it catches the inside corner as a strike. Connor has a chance to break this thing into double digits here with a hit. And there's a pitch on the outside corner. That was a nice fastball. The count is now no balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And the score is Northwood 8, University 0 in the bottom of the 4th. And here's the pitch. Curveball, and he swings and misses. And that'll retire the bottom of the 4th with the score Northwood 8, University
After 4
0.
innings of play, Northwood 8, Uni nothing.
I like that one. Nikki Haley gives a stinging response to White House officials
Right. Like I said, she's confident.
I have more. I trust more that she's
Leading
telling
off the
the
top of the
truth
5th
than the
for
White
Uni,
House, okay?
number 25, Jackson Munoz.
That White House ain't telling the truth about it anyway.
Let's go, Julian!
Okay, after discussing some politics, we're back. Of course, that was all off the air.
Yes, it was.
Julian's coming in here in the top of the 5th. His first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Julian's been pitching great. So far, Uni has no runs on the board. And he's throwing strikes here, folks. I'm not sure if he walked batter. I don't think he walked anybody today. But again, I'm not the stat man. And that ball's hammered out to right field. There's Carl Espy. Catches it. Nice hit on the line, but Carl Espy parked
Next
right
up,
under it and caught it.
number 20, Jackson Lobianco.
Jackson Lobianco, who wins the award for best last name of the day, is now stepping into the box. As Tristan looks in and pitches. And that ball's hit hard out to the second baseman. And Little John throws to first, and that's a second out. Boy, this inning's flying by. I think we have a pinch hitter here.
Coming to bat now, number 7, Andy Masato.
Andy Masato's coming in. He's pinch hitting for another player, of course, whose name shall remain nameless. Tristan looks in.
Oh,
And he throws a curveball.
oh.
Andy ducked, but it hit him in the helmet.
Let me get the trainer.
I think he'll be okay. That one wasn't hard. He actually, well, I'll say this on air. He actually ducked into it. That thing would have probably been a strike if he didn't duck into it. He was fooled completely by it. Yeah, he's okay. Kind of got him in the ear flap. How'd you like to come in as a pinch hitter and get hit on the first pitch? That's rough.
Now batting for Uni, number 5, John Rizzo.
Now batting for you now. Okay, we got John Rizzo up again.
Our last boy did get hit in the ear flap, but he's okay. Went down to first base. His coaches checked him out. Everybody agrees he's okay, and he's shaking it off, and he's at first. Here's the pitch, and that's a strike. Kristen decided not to throw the backdoor curveball there. Came straight with the fastball. It was at the knees on the corner. He's doing a little gardening out there. Everything's okay now. Sets and delivers. That was a little bit of a change-up that was low and inside. And a ball. The count is now 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs to Rizzo. From the stretch and the pitch. And that ball's hit to left field. Left fielder drifts back, drifts under it.
Yeah.
And Tom McCarty makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning.
With Northwood coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th, the score remains Northwood 8, Uni nothing.
I don't have to repeat that, they can hear you. I think people want to get fired.
And here's a pitch. And that's a strike. I don't know how many university pitchers we're going to see here today, but we're getting them almost 1 per inning here. Count is now no balls and 1 strike. And there's a breaking pitch, low and outside. The count is now 1 ball and 1 strike to Carl Espy. Carl's playing right field, about 9th today. There's the windup and the pitch. That's a breaking pitch. Ooh, that's been a little high, but it was called a ball. The count is now 2 balls and 1 strike.
Let's go, Carl.
And the pitch.
Yeah, go, go, go.
Down ball right at the third baseman who commits an error, and Carl's at first base. So that's
next up.
5.
Shortstop, Eli Stewart.
Eli's coming up for his 4th time. Eli's attempting to lead the league in at-bats this year. He's got his 4th
He's been batting
at-bat.
very well.
You know, everything.
Let's go, Eli.
Even his outs are hard hit.
Yeah, that's true.
They are.
Oops. Can't hit him in the dirt.
And the thing he's doing this year that I think better than last year is hitting the ball hard up the middle, using all fields. At least the games I've been at. I like that. Okay, and Eli just hammers the ball into the right center field gap. And Carl Espy, it's all the way to the wall. Carl Espy's going to score. There goes Eli for a triple, and he's going to get in there standing. Well, he slid anyway. I guess that's always smart. It looks good in the pictures.
Way to go, Eli!
And so that's a triple and an RBI. The score now 9-0 with nobody out.
Oh,
Who's 43?
Hitting for Darren Shorter, number 43, Scotty Fico.
let's go, Fico!
Okay, Scotty Fico, number 43, is hitting for Darren Shorter as Northwood begins to substitute a little bit here with a 9-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning from the stretch and the pitch. The catcher does another great job blocking the ball. He definitely has that drop and block technique down. He doesn't stab, he just drops and blocks, this catcher. And nothing's gotten by him, really. And the 1-0 stretch and pitch. That ball's high, the count is now 2-0. From the stretch. The 2-0 pitch. And that's a ball outside. The count is now 3 balls and no strikes here in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. And that's a strike. If I was Scotty, I'd have been swinging 3-0 in a 9-0 game, but that's just me. And the 3-1 pitch. But he's swinging 3-1 and it's foul. He hit that one hard, but just foul. And now he's got a 3-2 count. Okay, 3 balls and 2 strikes with Eli Stewart on third base. Looking to make the score into double digits for Northwood. Scotty Fico trying to drive him in here. And here's a pitch. And he hits one down the left field line, and that ball's going to go foul as well.
You got this, Scott!
Scotty's definitely got the inside part of the plate covered. He's trying to come in on him, and he's getting those hands out early and driving that ball down the third base and left field line. Well, from the stretch and the 3-2 pitch. That ball is low, and he draws the walk.
Way to be on base. Gotta be on base to score.
Now batting the pitcher, Julian Tristan.
Julian Tristan, the pitcher's coming up for his 4th at bat. Julian, I think, has walked all 3 times. Julian probably wants to swing the bat here, if they let him. Now, you know what they would say on those foul balls down the left field line, don't you, when the kids were in Little League? Straighten it out. As if it was that easy. Mom, I'd straighten it out if I could. Right?
Right, for sure.
All right. Anyway, enough of that. That was a ball. And here's the pitch. And he hammers that ball to right field. And not as much as I thought. That ball wasn't hit as hard as I thought. It just sounded it. But that's going to be an RBI.
Way to go, Eli.
Fly. So officially today, Julian Tristan's come to the plate 4 times, and he doesn't have an at-bat. What do you think about that, Don?
Now batting, number 8,
He's been to the plate 4
Jalen
times
Davis.
today, and he doesn't have an official at-bat.
It's baseball, buddy.
He walked 3 times, and he has a sack fly.
Baseball.
Okay, the score is now 10-0, scorekeeper. Scorekeeper. Okay.
Lindsay, 10-0.
Okay. Now we have a new at-batter. Who is
Go,
that?
Jalen!
This is Jalen. Jalen Davis is up, another pinch hitter. Scotty Fico takes a...
No, Jalen Davis.
lead, and he gets back, and I had a momentary lapse of consciousness there. That was a swing and a miss by Jalen Davis. And that's a ball outside.
Well, here's my question for you. Okay, you've been to a lot of games. Has he gotten a hit this year yet? Because this kid needs a hit.
He's only been up a couple of
Yeah, he
times.
hasn't batted
Maybe
very much.
two.
Okay. And that ball's inside. The count's now 2-1.
I think if he gets a hit, the bench will
Oh, they go crazy. And that's a ball. The count's 3-1. Jalen's got to be looking dead red here. Won't be taking a strike. Jalen's ready. Look at him. Just throw him a strike here. And here's the pitch. Oh, and he had a good cut at that one. Fouled it off. Okay, same situation. Pitcher's going to be throwing something over the plate here. And here's the full count stretch and pitch. That ball's in the dirt.
Way to be on base, Jalen.
Ball's a walk. And now we have Jason Pontius coming up, number 44. And Northwood appears to be clearing the bases. I'm sorry.
Now batting, number 44, Jason Pontius.
You know you need to get up here? What happened to the kid who played third base before? I haven't seen him play at all.
Trevor used to play third base.
Who?
Trevor Littlejohn used to play third base.
No. For the JV last year.
Ryan Rodriguez?
Yeah. Has he played at all?
Not in a long time.
Yeah, not in a
Put
while.
that kid in there, right?
Okay, Jason Pontius. Jason's a catcher. And he's pinch hitting for somebody.
Thomas Lee.
Thomas Lee, who's a catcher. Makes sense. And that ball's fouled straight back, and the count's now 1-1 with one out in the fifth inning, with Northwood racking up 10 runs. Ben Burkle's on deck, and Ben's had a hell of a day. Hitting line drives all over the baseball park today. That ball's high. The count's now 2 balls and 1 strike, with one out here. Runners on first and second. From the stretch, and the pitch, and that's a ball. Gets away from the catcher, but not far. So the count's now 3 balls and 1 strike. Pontius is a pinch hitter in this situation. He gets a good pitch. He's got to hammer it. One stretch and pitch. He gets a good pitch, and he fouls that one off on the right side. The count is now full at 3-2. Got one out. Runners on first and second. And a 10-0 game. From the stretch. And the pitch. Swing and miss. That was a high pitch that he was hacking, and that'll be the second out. And Ben Burkle.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ben Burkle.
Ben has 2 hits in this game, at least 3 RBIs.
Did he get any RBIs?
I don't think so.
in this?
Just 3.
He's got a couple of RBIs out there. See what he can do. He's been using all sides of the ballpark, and there's a ball. Hitting him down the right field line, then hitting him down the left field line. That's what you got to do. You got to use the whole park. The count is now 1-0. And the pitch. And that ball's inside and high. Brushed him back a little bit. The count is now 2 balls and no strikes with 2 outs. Burkle. And the pitch. And he takes a strike on the outside part of the plate at the knees. The count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. And I am correct. The next batter up is Ryan Rodriguez.
Let's go, Ben.
And the count 2-1. And that ball's hammered into right field. And it's going to be another 1 RBI at least. As Burkle now has 3
Way to go,
hits. Man, he's got that right field line down. And the score is now 11-0.
Let's go, Ryan.
As Ryan Rodriguez steps in.
Coming up to bat for Northwood, number 21, Ryan Rodriguez.
Okay, Ryan's going to bat for somebody here.
Trevor Littlejohn.
3 for 4. 4 RBIs. 2 doubles and a single.
Day for Ben.
You write that one up. Who writes that up?
Clem.
Make sure you write that up good. Big Ben. Okay, there's a base hit, I think, up the middle.
Way to go!
And it is. But he knocks it down. So Ryan Rodriguez gets a hit, but by knocking that ball down, he prevents the runner from second from scoring. So now Connor Vasicki comes
coming up
with the bases.
Center
loaded.
fielder Connor Vasicki.
Who else you got on that bench, Coach? Who else you got on that bench? I'm ready to hit.
I'm ready to play.
Yeah. I think I can hit. I think I can still hit.
I think I won't run though.
Exactly. Oh, and the ball gets by, and here he comes. And he'll score.
Yeah. Nice job, Jalen.
Jalen scores with good hustle. I have to say the catcher hustled on that, but not much effort put in by the pitcher on the tag there.
Let's go, Connor.
And it's now 12-0 as the runners move up, and we now have second and third. And Connor's got a couple RBIs out there. And on deck is Carl Espy. That's what I'm seeing. Number 7. It's always funny how when the game gets out of hand and you're winning, you're always in a better mood than when you're losing. This place was like a funeral on Friday. That's when we were losing to Woodbridge, but we're all jovial today.
Yep,
At
that
least
is
I
human
am.
nature.
And today's a Tuesday. Can you imagine? Who's jovial on a Tuesday?
Who doesn't like to win?
Okay, we have number 14 on deck. I'm not sure who that is. I think that's a Coates sighting.
Yeah, that's Andrew.
Okay, and the ball gets by, but Ben doesn't show his speed. I think he's just protecting the hamstring. Doesn't want to pull another one after he goes 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs. That's a season for some players.
Northwood trying to be gentlemanly by not stretching the lead any further.
You think it was that or just the hamstring issue? And there's a line drive to right. Right fielder's caught everything today, and he catches that one as well. And Connor Vasicki is down. And after 5, the score is Northwood 12, University 0.
After 5, the score Northwood 12, Uni nothing.
Okay, he's clearing the bench. Let's see if he had anybody warming up. I don't think so. Your son's going down to the bullpen, though. I just heard him say it.
Somebody's coming.
3 for 4 with 4 RBIs.
Looks like Arthur's coming. I
He
don't
gets
have
to
a
eat
card.
tonight, huh?
Yeah, he gets to eat.
It's a fillet night. You get the lobster tail? You guys been broiling that up?
That's why a home run.
Okay.
What's his number?
You know, the day Jeffrey hit the home run, he talked about, that it was my birthday. But that wasn't what was important. My parents were here.
Yeah.
They had never watched him play in their entire life.
Oh, really?
So they go home and he goes, how come you didn't play more? I mean, look at... Like, it doesn't work that way. Okay? Yeah. Oh, I'm still on the air. Sorry. Hey, your son was on deck, so I think he's coming up. He was on deck in that last inning.
I'm sure you noticed. You didn't notice? Come on now.
Coming in to pitch for Northwood, number 22, Arthur Liu.
I'm surprised. Does Arthur Liu hit?
No.
Okay. So he pitches only, huh?
Yes.
Leading off the top of the 6th for Uni, number 22, Andrew Keys.
Okay, we got an Andrew Keys sighting. I know Andrew. I know him from Pony Baseball, I think it was. And that is his father over there. Okay, I'll say hi. And there's a strike on the outside part of the plate. We have a new pitcher, as you notice, Arthur Liu, coming in for Julian Tristan, who threw 5 innings of shutout baseball. Arthur throws a pitch that's outside. Actually, he's got a little bit on the ball, doesn't he?
He's a good pitcher.
And you know
He's
that
just a sophomore, good-looking pitcher.
just a sophomore. That's right on the outside part of the plate, fouled off by Andrew Keys. We now have a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes with nobody out. Mr. Keys is watching. Good. Hoping his son can get a hit here. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And that ball is outside and high. The count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. From the stretch and the 2-2 pitch. That's strike 3 looking. Arthur Liu is kind of small framed, but he can bring it a little bit there. A little deceptive with that arm strength, in my opinion, as your announcer. Okay, we have another guy in the game here. I don't think I've seen this guy yet because he's taller than most.
I don't have him down here. I don't know who he is.
Okay, he's number 18 in your scorebook.
Or 13, I think.
Or it could be 13. We'll figure it out later.
Here we
But
go.
here's the pitch. And
Oh, you're right. 18.
Thomas Lee's still catching. I thought he was substituted for
I
it.
don't have an 18 down here.
Okay, number 8, I think we actually don't have him in the scorebook, but he's up. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Maybe he's one of the coaches. And the count is now 2 balls and no strikes. Arthur Liu gets the ball, and he's ready to go. And the 2-0 pitch. There's a chopper out to the second baseman. No, it's not Little John. It's Darren Shorter now playing second base, makes the play. Little John is out of the game. And we have Ryan Rodriguez at third.
Now batting number
Eli
11,
Stewart at second.
Nick Wetzel.
Ben Burkle's still playing first. Thomas Lee's in catcher, and I'm not even going to guess on the outfield because I think they're all changed up. Anybody could be out there. And I'm blind. But Nick Wetzel's up in case you were wondering. And there's a curveball that's high. The count is now 1 ball, no strikes here in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs. Arthur Liu in relief of Julian Tristan. And there's a swing and a miss. He fouled it off actually, but Thomas Lee caught it. And the 1-1 stretch. And pitch. Breaking pitch, foul down the third base line. The count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Wetzel, the third baseman. I think his first name's Nick, I'm being told. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, fouled straight back.
That's a nice pitch.
Had a little extra on that, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's a little tail on that pitch, I notice. Tails away a little bit from right-handers. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, that's hammered into left field for a base hit.
Good job by the hitter on a breaking pitch that was up.
Now batting the right fielder, Adam Barnett.
Adam Barnett's up. He's the right fielder. He must have 9 catches today out in right field. Been a lot of line drives.
Go defense!
You get the defense cheer.
Let's go, Arthur!
It's quite a crowd here today. University has still quite a few fans here. And there's a ground ball that's up the middle. Little John ranges, flips to Eli Stewart. And that's the third out at second base on the force out. It's 12-0.
Thank you.
Going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Yeah, nah.
Oh, did Barbara Bush pass away?
She did.
I figured she was going to die soon since she basically went into hospice. They don't say that, right? They say she's not going to seek medical care. But you won't lose any pain. Well, you know, I always thought, didn't you think that she was going to... hand, and he's pinch hitting for somebody.
You know somebody's had a good game today. But he's going to sit now. The score 12-0, and Andrew Cohen's coming in. And that pitch is...
Coming in to pitch for Uni, number 10, Colt Augustus.
Colt Augustus throws one to the backstop, and the count's now 1-0. But warming up, he looked like he had something on the ball.
I need it.
And that's a pitch inside. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes to Andrew Coten, brother of David Coten, son of Jay and Merle, in case you were wondering. All right, and that ball's away. The count's 3-0, and if I was the umpire, that would have been a strike, Randy, I think. Because it's 12-0, and we want to go home. Maybe not you guys, but we do. In any event, there's a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike here.
Only 5 people watching.
Yeah, I know I do got to finish this game to get my salary, but there's a ground ball over the third baseman who fields and throws, and that's the first out. Only 5 people watching me today at this point. There might have been more earlier, 6 or 7.
Now batting, number 55, Jason Carrig.
But you can watch these like back, can't you?
Yeah.
Can you watch it? So I think maybe a lot of people do that.
Oh, that's true. It does happen.
When they hear their son went 3 for 4 and they weren't at the game, they might play it back. Jason Carrick's up, pinch hitting for somebody. Jason's number 55 when he plays at home, but apparently number 17 on the road. I wonder which number's luckier. I'll have to talk to his dad. That ball's fouled straight back at me. And the count now to Jason Carrick is now 0-2. there's a slow curveball, and that was a called third strike. That was a 12-0 call right there.
Next up, Darren Shorter.
Darren needs to get on base so number 22 can get in at bat here. But you can't lay down a bunt here, Darren. Whatever you do. Whatever you do.
Arthur's going to get in at bat.
Who?
That's Arthur.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why Darren's got to get a hit. He's got to get on base. So Arthur Lou can get in at bat. Arthur's a right-handed hitter, I'm noticing, as he's. And that ball's outside. The count's 2-0.
Let's go, Darren!
And there's a strike. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Score is 12-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning in favor of your Northwood Timberwolves. And the pitch. And that ball's a strike on the outside corner. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Darren's he's a freshman, but he's got to learn when you're winning by 12 runs in the bottom of the inning, 6th inning, that probably you're going to get a strike called if it's close. Even if it's not close, because that was 6 inches outside or more. And he learned that lesson, and he swings at a ball and fouls it off and stays alive. Count is still 2-2 with 2 strikes. We're on Arthur Lou watch here. We want to see him hit. Yeah. Only because I don't think I've seen him ever hit. Not that that matters. Ball is inside. The count is now 3-2. Anything close is going to be called a strike here, so. And the 3-2 pitch. And he swung, and he struck out. And so we're heading to the top of the 7th inning with the score Northwood 12, University 0.
Is Arthur still pitching?
No.
Is Tyler pitching?
Yeah. He was warming up for quite a while out there, so. Okay, we got now Jason Carrick's come into play second. Let's see. We got Rodriguez still at third. How about shortstop? I'm interested in that position. Shorter has moved over to shortstop. Ben's going all the way here. Him and Thomas Lee might be the only ones. Oh, Vasicki. Vasicki's been out there the whole time. I think I got a couple of you still out there. Maybe. In any event, we have Tyler Modell on the mound now, facing Tristan Lucas.
Oh, nice.
And he hits a ground ball at third baseman. Behind Rodriguez Fields makes a nice throw, and that's the first
way to go, gentlemen.
of the inning.
Gotta like that.
I can't keep track of the substitutions. We now have Darren Shorter, who's played third and second, I believe, in this game. I don't know where he's played. He's now at shortstop.
Coming to bat now for Uni, number 24, Tony Lee.
Jason Carrick's come in to play second base. And we got some guys in the outfield who I can't quite see. Ben Burkle's still in at first, and Thomas Lee's still catching. And we got one out. And the pitch. That ball is a strike on the inside part of the plate. The batter's having a discussion with the umpire. And the pitch. That's a curveball outside and low. The batter is rail thin. I used to look like that when I was in 6th grade. Those days are long gone. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball, but it was off his foot. Good call by the umpire. The jumping around, hobbling, probably gave it away.
Ouch. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. It's like one off of his shin.
Jeffrey
That's
had
gotta
2
hurt.
at-bats last year. One he got hit, and they didn't give it to him. He got hit by a pitch. And then another one he hit off his foot, and they never called it. He was thrown out at first. He never moved from the batter's box. He was jumping around. They didn't, they
right.
didn't even,
So not clear on the concept, huh?
well, high school game, So it doesn't always work. Anyway, the count's 2-2. Tyler looks in, and there's the pitch, and that's a strike, but it's fouled straight back. The batter hangs tough, trying to get on with one out. There's 2 outs left to put in the books for these Northwood Timberwolves. And Tyler Modell's trying to shut the door here. The wind-up and the pitch. It's a breaking pitch, and that was a nice pitch. Called a ball.
Wow.
Not sure where that was. Might have been low, I guess, huh? And here's the 3-2 pitch. And that ball's hit the left field. And the left fielder's under it. And that's the catch. I think that's Carl Espy. He may have moved from right field to left
Next
field.
up,
I have no idea.
the shortstop, Jackson Lobianco.
Jackson Lobianco's up. And we got one out left in this game, unless University scores 12 here. Tyler throws a pitch, and it's a breaking pitch outside. And there's a little miscommunication between the catcher and pitcher there. From the stretch. And the pitch. That ball's outside. The count is now 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. That ball's low and in the dirt. The count is now 3 balls and no strikes. Jackson Lobianco trying to start the round. And here's the pitch, and that's a strike. And that ball's outside. I'm looking around at the dimensions of this park, and you don't realize how shallow
Now batting,
it is
number 7, Andy Masato.
in right center field compared to left center field. Left center field is much deeper. See that? 350 to 370?
Yep, that road causes the...
Yeah. But we haven't had...
Most of the home runs are on the
They're
longer
all-
part of the
They're
field.
all on the left side of the field. The only one I seen this year was... well, you don't have any left-handed power hitters. I think that's probably the reason.
You got this, Tyler! Let's go 1-8!
So
So we got 2 balls and no strikes here.
These guys are teammates as well.
That's always makes for interesting competition.
And the 2-0 pitch. And that's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs, a runner on first. Ben's just a little bit taller than the guy standing next to him down there. And he came back to first base.
Shouldn't be holding on.
Oh,
good point. Seems pointless to be holding him on at this point. Defensive indifference should be applied here.
No coaches realize that.
I think it's actually 3-1, but I could be wrong.
3-1.
And here's the pitch. And that's a strike. So it's now 3-2. 3-2. So the runner will be off.
Definitely shouldn't be holding on.
And here we go, the money pitch. There it goes. And it's a breaking pitch outside, and he walks in. And we now have runners in first and second with 2 outs.
Let's go, Tyler. You got this one, 8.
Now batting for Uni, number 8, Grant Smith.
Grant Smith's coming up from a long line of Smiths.
true.
You know, my mother's maiden name was? It was Jones, believe it or not. What a common name. And there's a curveball outside. The count is now 1-0. And we have the dreaded coach's visit with a 12-0 lead. Okay. I could be asking you what he could be talking to him about, but you know the answer.
I think it's really simple, which is, let's get this out.
Yes.
Just throw a strike, let him hit it, and rely on your teammates.
Let's go, 1-8. You got this. Go, Timberwolves.
Okay, here we are back. I think Coach Stewart and his pitcher had just said, let's get this guy out. I agree with Sue Burke on that. Got runners on first and second here with 2 out. Count is 1-0 to 8 ball. And he just threw that ball right down the middle of the plate and he called it a ball. That was literally right down the middle.
Was it low? Didn't look low to me, but
yeah, it could only be that.
that was low.
And now it's 3 balls and no strikes. The hitter is stretching. So it just came off the bench, so you can understand that. 3 balls and no strike pitch. That's a strike.
Way to go, Tyler.
Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. And that ball's hit. Just foul. Past a diving Ben Burkle. What we needed there was a gold glove play just to finish off a 3 for 4, right? He didn't get up a 5th time, did he? No, okay. A 3 for 4 day with 4 RBIs, folks. Happiness in the Burkle household today. And here's the full count delivery. And there it is, and there's a line drive off the third baseman's glove. Ryan Rodriguez tried to make a tough play, but it bounced off his glove. It would have been a great play. But now we have bases loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. And Andrew Keys is up. His dad's back.
Now batting, number 22, Andrew Keys.
RBI opportunity here. And the pitch. And that's a breaking pitch for a strike. The count is now no balls and 1 strike to Andrew Keys with bases loaded here in the top of the 7th. Scores Northwood 12 University 0, but they have a threat to break through with bases loaded. The pitch. Breaking pitch on the outside corner.
Way to go, Tyler!
2 strikes. Modell has brought out his curveball for this stressful situation. Put 2 beauties right on the corner. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He throws another one, but this one's just a bit outside. Count is now 1-2. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Nice field. Throws, dropped. He's safe. He's safe. First baseman Ben Burkle dropped the ball. I guess the peach pie cobbler's gone from dinner tonight. Despite the 3-for-4 performance and 4 RBIs, he's not getting dessert. Right, Dad? No cobbler pie tonight now. Despite the 3 hits and 4 RBIs. All right. Here's the pitch. And that ball's high. And the count's 1-0. And we have another visit. And Tyler's going to come off the mound. And we're going to bring in a relief pitcher. He's a lefty. What's his name? Anybody know?
Is this Bono?
No, some left-handed kid.
Belsby.
Oh, it's Connor.
Connor what?
Belsby.
Okay, Connor Belsby's now in the game.
A card for him. Let's make one. What number is he, Randy?
16.
There's Jay getting some pictures. He's only taken 250 of them today. Those were great pictures, though, I gotta say.
How tall do you think he is? 5'8"?
Let's go 5'10".
5'11"?
Say 6 foot.
No. 6 foot?
How much do you think he weighs?
150.
Is he a junior? He's a junior, right?
He's a
Let's make him a freshman.
Should put a media guide in the.
Coming in to pitch for Northwood, number 16, Connor Belsby.
Oops.
Okay, we're back. The score is now 12-1. Bases are still loaded. The count's 1 ball and no strikes. And our pitcher here is lefty Connor Belsby. We think he's a sophomore. And the pitch. That's a ball. To number 18. And the pitch. And that's a ball. That was inside. The count's now 3 balls and no strikes. And all these runs will be unearned. If he walks him. Let's see what he does. There's a strike. 3-1. And this boy's name is Brad. And that's a ball. So that'll bring in a run. The score is now Northwood 12, University 2.
Now batting the third baseman, Nick Wetzel.
Nick Wetzel's up again. Nick is the third baseman here. And bases remain loaded. But Belsby gets a clean slate here. He's got 2 outs. And he's got to bear down and get us home. And from the stretch. And there's a strike. Nice pitch by Belsby. Looks like a tall, lanky left-hander. We're
I'm not sure what his height is. We just made it up for the media guide. And the pitch. That's high and away. The count is now 1-1. Okay. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike, and there's a strike on the inside corner. Nick is the batter. He's letting them throw strikes. He's got to here, down by so many runs. Got to make the pitcher throw strikes here. And the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Timeout is called. Professional pizza tonight. Okay. From the stretch and the pitch. It's a breaking pitch. It's hammered. And that's a base hit into left field. And the score is now 12-3 as the runner holds up at third base. Going one station at a time here.
Now batting the right fielder, Adam Barnett.
Adam Barnett, who's the right fielder today, comes up. And there's still 2 outs with bases loaded. And the pitch. And there's a fly ball to left field. Carl Espy comes in, he camps under it, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. And that's the end of the game with Northwood winning 12-3.
Final score, Northwood 12, Uni 3.
Tell people to come and watch us at Uni on Friday.
Okay, everybody, the game this week, the rest of the week will be against University at Uni on Friday at 3:30. So if you got nothing to do, come on out and watch some baseball. All right.